Welcome back to the Quiet Car Podcast. On today's episode, PSA is at it again. We finally get a Luka Lakers card, and eBay, are they doing the right thing or not? But you already know who it is. Your boy Money right here. Yable's to the side of me. Jerry's on the other side of me. And like every single show, today's sponsor is always going to be Connect Collect. Elevate your brand,
which is the best sponsor.
Elevate your brand with your Connect Collect, where your logos get a VIP treatment it deserves. We transfer your logo into a luxury charm paired with a graded sports card and in a sleek chain. As a result, with a bold and exclusive statement to place with any of the turning heads all at these shows, boy. Let me tell you, show stoppers. Not just an accessory, it's a wearable piece of art. A collectible worth to show off wherever mood or place that you are at. Now, if you want to amp it up even more, go on their website, connectcollect.shop. Remember, promo code QUIET20 for 20% off. First order, QUIET20, QUIET. The number 20 for people who can't read or spell. Okay? Where logos meet luxury. Also follow them on IG also. Plus, we also got a new, I guess, charm that's going to be debuted in Talladega.
We like the plus around here.
Yeah, man, definitely. Like in the spirit, of the flip and Johnny Estrada. Johnny has always been a good supporter of the flip, and I met Johnny and John Rocker actually in Gardendale show the last year. But yeah, man. So to commemorate that and Johnny being at the Talladega flip this weekend with Butterbean, we got these nice Johnny Estrada chains.
Now, for our audio listeners, what do you got going on? What's the new item?
So of course you get the chain. You get the chain and
3D
you get
printed.
a base. Yeah, 3D printed. And it's a base, 3D printed base. And as you can see, it has a hole and a magnet in it, right? Now, this base will accept your favorite baseball player. So for this one, for this weekend, we're starting off with Johnny Estrada, Braves great catcher from 2003 to 2005. He was a 04 All-Star also. So we got the blue one, got the home jersey. Bam. You can switch it out, swap it right in place with your other jersey, white jersey. We're gonna have these available at the flip this weekend. So you can get Johnny's autograph. I think the first autograph is free. I think that's on the flyer.
I think so.
So yeah, come check it out. Johnny Estrada, Butterbean, Quiet Card Podcast.
We all gonna be there
with these guys.
It's gonna be nasty.
At the International. What is it? International.
Is it not the Hall of Fame? Man.
Motorsports Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
International Motorsports Hall of Fame, Lincoln, Alabama. 10 o'clock to 4. $6 entry fee. It's like
deals and
$2
steals
off for like first responders and military. So it's gonna be a good show.
We will be shooting a podcast also.
Yeah, we're gonna be shooting a lot of content.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all come on out. A lot of NASCAR memorabilia, a lot of Alabama Roll Tide, a lot of Alabama memorabilia, Braves memorabilia. Jerry's coming strong as always,
Slabs.
with Pokemon and Slabs, WNBA.
All the sports, all the
So
good
yeah,
stuff.
come join us. Funko Queen's gonna be there. Me and Mo gonna be there with Connect Collect doing slab, on the spot. We're gonna be making these on the spot too. So y'all come on out.
Come on out. Saturday we'll be all in Talladega, Alabama.
It's gonna be so
Come on out. And if you mention that you heard this on the podcast and you come find us, we might have something special for you. But you had to mention it and where you found us at. So, like I said, so it's this Saturday, Talladega. Come on out. It's gonna be a movie. But
yeah, come check out Butterbean and Johnny Estrada.
Yeah, Butterbean is gonna be
right
there.
here. Yeah.
Wow, I wonder how Butterbean's health is now. He should be good. I haven't saw Butterbean. I know he was having some kind of problems, wasn't
He was doing
because
he was having issues, and then he did the DDT yoga.
Yes.
And he built up his strength from being in a wheelchair to being able to walk with a cane to being able to walk without a cane. Dude's a badass. Literally, like
that's what's up.
People
Can't
don't
wait to meet
give
him.
enough credit. Yeah.
And I hate missed them at the last time he was in Huntsville. Missed him there.
He was in Huntsville.
To that, yeah, he was in Huntsville one show.
Yeah. He was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. He sure was.
The last Huntsville show?
Not the last. No,
not the last one. Not the last one. He was at a Huntsville show last year.
Yeah, he was at a Huntsville show like 6 Huntsville shows ago. You were in the back wall on that time.
Oh yeah,
because I was up in the front by JR and Champ.
Okay.
And then while we were in Columbus at the Columbus, Georgia show, Miss Johnny at that show.
Yeah, he was there.
Johnny Estrada was autographed.
He was right in front of HQ.
Bro is still swole as fuck too.
Look forward to seeing both of them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out. So we're gonna be there at Talladega this weekend. Like I said, come on out. Say what's up. We're gonna have something special for you. Mention this. As you heard this on the podcast, but like I said, we do this every week since the start. Okay. And I keep trying to tell you it's definitely approved. But everybody that's not affected by the tariffs. Jerry, tell them what's up.
Hey. We're living the dream, bro. The hobby is a very wild place, and collectibles is a very wild place. I just kind of want to start off with like how grateful I am of this hobby. Like,
that's true.
I can't tell you how many times I've had just a wild Spider-Man gut feeling where you're like, I bet you somebody's going to pay crazy money for this. And it sounds crazy to most people. Most people go, what are you doing? But there's a certain class of boys and girls who know the exact feeling I'm talking about. And so, like, literally, this past week, I sold a watch that I was in it for less than $10 for well over $100. And I actually sold a quarter, literally 25 cents for $6.
Come on now.
I mean, now I did do sales and purchases on some actual cardboard and stuff, but it's a really cool space, man. It's an incredibly cool space. And recently I had picked up a hockey card just because the guy has my same last name. Man, you put something on Veriswap and you just like, hey, I still hadn't got this in, waiting for it in the mail, what have you. But then people already reach out and go, hey, I'll do a deal with you. I got this, I got that. And I'm like, just trusting your gut. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to take enough losses. You have to get kicked enough times, right? But it's a fun place to play. It really is. Like, you gotta get kicked in the shins. Like, don't pretend it's not going to happen, but it's worth it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
man.
all I got.
There
Yeah,
is
to that
money
point, man, trust your gut, trust the work you put into, the studying you do on those cards and collections, man, on those collectibles. You put in the work, absolutely, man. Because when you pass up on some of those, you don't feel too good about it. I did that in Gardendale, Jerry, on the Mickey Mouse Walt Disney card.
Mm-hmm.
It was raw, and I could have got it for like less than 200.
Yeah, that's a straight play. Straight play.
It was really nice condition too.
And so just mentioning those two items, I just want to tell people, I literally found that using Google image search. Like, I have a video on YouTube. I've got a video on my Instagram. I've got a video on TikTok, on RedNote, well, I don't have it on RedNote, but we can put it on there. I'm sure the Chinese know how to use Google, but
no, they got their own Google.
They got their own Google. Yeah, I don't think they get to use Google, but
No.
that's a whole different scenario.
They
But
don't
anyways,
want to. They be copying.
Shit, they get a tariff now if they use Google.
I know.
Truth be told,
Jeez.
But I mean, literally, I just Googled to see if those were valuable items, and it's like the quarter I picked up, and I was like, that reads funny. Why does that not say "In God You Trust"? That kind of looks like it says COD. And I Googled it, and it's like, oh, sure enough, yeah, this is an error. All over eBay. Heads up.
No.
When I Google
God,
image search the watch,
God,
eBay, it's just like 200, 215, this, and I'm like, it might not work because it didn't have a battery in it that was working, so I didn't know. But $5-10 later,
boom.
Yeah.
It's easy. Money everywhere.
Functional.
I put that out there because I do hear a lot of victim mentality stuff. And I mean, so I hate to show it because I haven't sold it yet, right? But I picked this item up for less than $5. I literally picked it up because I thought the colorway was interesting. Well, last one on eBay is like $45-50. You best believe I'm putting a $5 battery in it.
Easy.
It's
what are we doing?
It's life. In life, you can be a Viking or you can be a victim. And dude, just get up, chop wood, leave the cave, kill something, bring back. I mean,
there's gonna be a lot more of that coming up soon,
bro. Hold on. An incredible amount. I mean, this is if you have gunpowder, if you have capital, I mean, don't be afraid. I mean, there's some stuff that's so rare, you're not gonna find it again. Like, good luck. There's Pop 2. You think the other person wants to sell theirs?
Nope.
Just pick up the rare stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
it's a good point.
Not giving away all of our fishing spots, but me and Amani do a thing on Sunday. I purchased this right here for less than $10.
Yep.
You could not grade this item for the price I purchased it for.
Right.
That does not even include the card that's inside, boys and girls.
Crazy.
Like, there is, and first off, I mean, I'm pretty sure old buddy, whoever graded this, just screamed into a pillow for hours because I looked at this 4. There's no way it deserves a 4. I mean, it's honestly kind of funny, like especially when you look at the back and it's like, I mean, it's got a little bit, right, but like.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
I want to see that up close and personal, Jerry. So make sure you got that when I do
see why it has a 4. So I mean, I'm not gonna bullshit anybody here, but like, get a little tilty tilt if I can see it.
Speaking
you could see the fingerprint in it. I mean, somebody smushed it, but still.
Jeez.
They probably let a kid open it or something. Hey, Dad, look, is this a Victor
It's-
Wembanyama? It's like,
It's
oh,
just what
Billy.
worth to crack it.
Billy, no. Pow.
No.
So speaking of
Drop
giving out fours, seems like PSA is at it again. Now,
Well,
we're not going to talk about the center and stuff. We're talking about now. It might be a little longer. You're gonna get your stuff in.
Just linger.
Might be a little longer because, like I said, we listen. Now I don't know how this is going to affect because, like I said, we run our stuff at GameStop, so I'm very curious to see how the whole GameStop is going to be affected by that. And we definitely sent some cards in, so we gonna know.
yes.
So we gonna know how that's going to affect. But
And for everybody who goes, okay, are you really sending stuff into GameStop? Amani, I mean, every week, right?
Every week.
Pretty much at this point. And the 30-day turnaround,
mhm.
I mean, knock on wood, has been good, literally. And
Knock on wood.
we've been getting crazy grades back. I mean, now Amani is going to feel different on this last order because I received all the PSA 10s. All 3 of my items that I was hoping to hit a 10 on, I hit a 10.
Yeah.
Amani got a bunch of 9s and a couple 8s.
Listen, so
however, in fairness, some of the cards, when you looked at it, I mean, it's as if it was cut with a dull knife. I mean, I don't know what Topps was doing because that was the football.
No, it was
right?
it was
that
Prism.
was Topps Chrome football.
There's a Prism.
Oh, that's Prism.
Matter of fact, no, it was Mosaic, the silver Mosaic one. But regardless, even with the new Prism stuff, you know, I don't know what's like I said, the whole centering stuff, it's getting me.
Yeah.
But it's not just getting me, it's getting everybody.
Oh, it's getting everybody. Yeah.
So you got the whole centering debacle for some reason. Then you got now it's 65 days. If you get it back 65 days. I'm very curious at that. My whole thing is,
well, see, okay, hold on. Do you think, because if I was running this scenario, I would claim 65 days, and I would say 65 days is going to be my absolute. It can't be past this point because I want to tell people 65 days and they get it in 35 or 32, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't think they are though. I mean, how long
under deliver?
How long we still waiting on our TCG?
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
That order went in.
Did I have something on that order? Oh, I think I'd had like the 2 legendary collection cards on that one or something.
I got a Crown Zenith.
Yeah.
And 2 Crown Zenith and this is a Dragon Ball Z.
That was mine, ain't it?
The Dragon Balls for sure.
Probably so.
And then the Umbreon.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sent that out what? Before Halloween?
Okay, yeah. So for everybody who's listening, right now, Yabo is the PSA member. Me and Amani reaching the 30-day turnaround are the GameStop Pro member. So everybody gets an idea of a fair, like, we're not just bullshitting, like it's we're testing all the ways because speed and efficiency is everything.
I'm gonna try it in Georgia, the GameStops. Kind of
hey,
comparison
real quick.
But it went in February 3rd. That's the day it arrived in California.
Ooh.
And it's supposed to be on yeah, 45 day, I think, which would have been the middle of March.
Well, maybe they'll
End of
have it back by
March.
March Madness, right?
March Madness is over with.
I know. I'm just being.
We waiting on April showers now.
Bro.
Spring flowers.
I mean,
Oh,
but
my
I think
flowers are
even with, I
busting. They're
mean,
gonna
with
be amazing.
even with the 60, I mean, now it's like it's gonna be 2-3 months.
Yeah, it'll
Now
be 3
I'm thinking like,
months.
I'm
End of
just trying.
April is when they estimate. That's 90 days. 90.
Dang, 90.
But we'll have them before Orlando Collecticon.
Okay, well, let's happy on that one.
Maybe.
Maybe.
No, we'll have them by then. They're
But
right
even-
now they're in assembly, so which is good.
Okay.
They've already been graded. I just don't know the grades yet.
I had to figure out, and I can't figure out because it's like, okay, do I just send 40, 50 cars in ready for national? Because that's probably what I'm going to get back.
Send them through GameStop so you can get them back faster.
I hope they don't.
I mean, I can't beat that speed. I mean, I don't know what kind of inside track GameStop got, but
that's what I'm saying. I hope they don't
I
like
can't
that.
beat that speed.
And now, hold on.
And I've graded a bunch of cars.
I do want to say I feel like GameStop is kind of keeping an eye out because I had posted something in Tag GameStop the other day, and it was very interesting that within 5-10 minutes of posting it, they reposted it, which it was a good photo, and they were all PSA 10s, but I literally was like, shout out, graded with GameStop and PSA, and they're definitely monitoring. So,
gotcha.
That's cool.
When are they going to? Now listen. Now I'm sitting on here. Go.
And then as because it's been a minute since I've been in GameStop because I've just been giving my stuff to Amani, truthfully, for the most part, and just running it with him.
It's not different in there, ain't it?
Bro, they've got a fucking showcase filled. First row, shout out. We got the big three from Pokemon. Then they've got sports. Then they had racing. Like they had like a low grade and a high grade PSA. Like they're catching up.
And so this is the whole thing is even with GameStop. When is PSA? I think the 65 days is like, and I feel like they don't be doing nothing.
It's
I feel
weird
like-
because they haven't had a lot of like good specials, like low price specials, I should say,
They can.
the last 2 months. So all this volume is coming from January, February specials.
If that, and like I said, and probably us sending stuff into GameStop also.
Right.
That's another thing. And then now it's you can get your cars graded straight from eBay.
Yeah.
So it's going like, okay, when are y'all gonna get it? If y'all gonna hit y'all
Now, hold on. I will say the PSA membership is clutch with the not comic books, but the price books, and they are doing the low variations. Shout out! Hey, I actually need yours this month, though, Marcus. It should be a V Friends one, so we'll work a deal out. But I need it. It comes with a pack.
You have to, when you're a member, you have to declare whether you want sports or whether you want.
I think this one they send you for this month. So I don't know with the V Friends 100% if it was either or, but I mean they made it sound like both were going to get it. So because you're supposed to get a pack with it.
Really?
So if we hit that fucking 101, or you hit that 101, at least buy me a steak dinner because I told you to look.
Well,
you
dang.
see they got Kevin Hart signed
for Fanatics?
V Friends.
No, I did not.
He has a Superfractor 1 of 1.
What?
For V Friend. Him and Michael Rubin, and then like some other person. Yeah,
Oh, for the Chrome, yeah,
yeah,
that's
for the
crazy.
Chrome. Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
Okay,
I looked at this and I was like, what is this? I was like, what are we
I
doing?
can dig it.
Yeah, and then he has this whole. Then he has the guy. You brought me the video on this one. He has these inserts called Erupt.
Which
Yeah,
were drawn from the same artist who designed Kabooms.
booms. Yeah.
Oh,
So I think that's got some sex appeal. Loki.
Mhm.
That's one of the ones that I'm going to be looking at. And I think they have a version. It's not a color blast, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
it it's probably because it's tops. It couldn't be color blast.
Oh, it's yeah. What?
Can't name
I'm not copying your homework, but
So what's the temperature out there on these V frames coming in?
so
It
I mean
seems to be
it's
a lot
it's a
of
mixed
hype.
bag. So they are awesome and they're great, but people can't play with them. The
I thought it was the
Series
whole
2
game.
So the Series 2 is the only playable portion of it as of this instant. So it
Series 1 is just trading card, just cards.
Series
No game?
1 is just the pure collectible
Mhm.
that you can't play with it at all. Series 2, you can play with it. What's coming out is Topps Chrome. And that goes back into the collectible aspect, which collectible stuff is cool. And don't get me wrong. It's $100 hobby box. It's really, in the world of hobby boxes, it's pretty affordable.
I think it was 200.
No, that was a meme that somebody put out. It was $99.
Okay, so that's okay. That makes okay. But
And as a Series 1 holder, I got it significantly cheaper. A Series 2 holder got it cheaper than the normal person, but not as much as the first. And then regular people paid 100. I didn't buy any. I mean, I'm going to be 100%. I bought a badass hoodie and a shirt that's numbered to 555. So that was what I kind of designated my $100 budget to, and I was like, I can rock the hoodie. Fucking, and it's a dope.
It's fresh.
It's thick as shit. It feels good. Like,
so is this gonna hurt or help
I
him?
love some hoodies.
I think it's gonna hurt him.
no, I think it's gonna help. So it's
That is not a
only
game.
putting the brand out. But yeah, that's the kind of the kick in the shins. So what I feel the people are the most hype on right this instant is the playable aspect. Those are the most enthusiastic people I feel I meet in that space. I think it's gonna be cool. I mean, honestly, I'm sorry. Shout out Big John. I'm trying to not cuss because I want his daughter to be able to listen. I want the kids to be able to listen. But a super fractor is going to be ridiculous.
That's
though.
right.
I mean,
Get it
like,
right, Big John.
that's right.
I was about to call him Lil John.
Yeah. Okay.
But even with the super fractors, we're talking about. I mean, I just can't see these super fractors selling for.
I'm going to be honest.
Crazy
I think
money.
If I'm gambling right now, I think a super fractor is 700 or less. And the reason I say that is the Series 1 one of ones
that you have
are about 1,000. Yeah. But it's not playable. And see, that's the part that hurts it. It's the Series 2 because it's a playable, it's like Magic the Gathering, right? The cards have appeal because you can physically play a game with it.
Right.
Like, it's in the nerdiest way possible. That's what makes it collectible.
I wonder,
not because it's sold as a collectible.
I wonder if they could not make it playable I want to know what the angle is on VFriends. Now, like I said,
Well, it's exposure really at this point. And
I mean, I'm excited for it.
Okay, so formally they only were with Zero Cool, which I believe Zero Cool is a product that will no longer continue.
No,
so I think this is
That's
formal
Josh Luger,
way.
right? Is it Luger stuff?
Yeah. You're saying his name wrong, but
what's his name?
Josh Luber.
Luber.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't believe he works with them anymore, and I think that project's kind of just a dead in the water project. So I think this is a first introduction through Topps, and then I believe they're probably going to go to a playable through Topps, which would only make sense because they keep, yeah. So they keep kind of reminding people, like they're like not kind of reigniting the water, but they're like, hey, don't forget, Pokemon and Topps had some shit. Well, whatever, fuck it, run it. With this is not PG-13 anyways. So, but yeah, honestly, the truth is they're kind of reminding people, hey, Pokemon and Topps had a project together, and that kind of sat. Well, here's the next coming of that.
Yeah, but the Pokemon Topps wasn't playable either.
What now?
Wasn't the Pokemon Topps cards? They wasn't playable either.
Yes, correct. So, but since Zero Cool is dead in the water, like,
and nothing come out of that thing.
Well, it's the only products that I remember Zero Cool having were the Stranger Things,
Jackass,
and
then the
VFriends. And I mean, let's get real. Out of all three of those products, we know whose back hurt, and it was VFriends. I mean, Jackass was cool. Don't get me wrong.
Jackass was second, but it just did not get. Wasn't they a lot? I mean, I feel like it was kind of
first off, yeah, I think it was like a $400 box.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I wasn't doing that. Like
they didn't have a Steve-O auto.
Damn. That's like the second most important person on the crew.
I was about to say, yeah, for sure.
Oh, hey, they also did not have a Bam Margera autograph.
Bam wasn't on there.
So you just had Johnny Knoxville, right?
I think it just had Johnny Knoxville.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't, yeah.
R.I.P. Ryan. If you know, you know.
I know, that's crazy. But dang, but you
know.
I'm very curious to see what VFriends going to do, and if the second iteration of VFriends on Topps becomes a playable game.
It has to. There's no way.
Because without
hold on, this is 2 nationals that they've played gameplay off of Series 2, like and done tournaments, right? And don't get me wrong, it's a great game. Zero Cool needs to be the first edition, and then Topps Chrome needs to be
second edition.
Yeah,
but no, I'm very curious to see, because like I said, I look at the VFriends. I like it, but it's like, what's the point? What's making me buy these?
Well, so a lot of their stuff they're doing now is they're focusing on children's books. They're going and they're doing kind of like kind children's life stories.
But that was show too
in news. And they've got a show on YouTube. They've got newspaper articles, or not articles, but comic book strips. So, I mean, they're branching out as a brand. I mean, they've got Squashmallows. Once again, Amani didn't know it. They have Squashmallows. Yes, they have Squashmallows. They're linked up. Yes, they've linked up with Crocs. So they did that collab with Crocs for the little buttons for the VFriends thing. because I sold some of those. Yes, sir. They've done a collab with Staple
Interesting.
Pigeon. They've done a collab with like hardcore big brand. Listen, just
What
wait.
does Staple Pigeon logo look like?
A pigeon.
With a staple in it?
It's kind of a hype beast brand. I love it. It's like a
Don't get me
dad
pigeon.
reaction. So it's like $500+ shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like Staple Pigeon Nike Dunks. What do those go for right now, Amani? Like $600-700. I mean,
Yep.
it's a big time hype beast brand. I mean, they've done some very interesting things with artists, NFTs. I mean, it's almost as like what Supreme did in the beginning, right? Supreme was just like, hey, here's us working with this brand. Here's us, because it's not just Supreme and Milwaukee. It's always a Supreme X Milwaukee.
Yep.
It's always a VeeFriends X Staple Pigeon.
Yeah.
Who's to say it's not going to be VeeFriends X Rolex? You know what I'm saying? Like it's coming.
I'm just to make it seem like it's not forced on us. I mean, like I said, I love the product. Let me put that out there because people want to hit the comments and say, but I still go in and I'm probably gonna get a box of it. But it's still at the end of the day, it's like, you know, is this going to carry out for the rest of the year on excitement? Like,
so
there's nothing there.
depends.
There's nothing there
until there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, until you've got a redemption that says now you get to be on, you know, whatever. Who's to say they don't have an invitation to Fanatics Fest or something crazy in there?
Oh my god!
I mean, if we're already working with Michael Rubin, the options are endless, and they've kind of been very, very quiet on what is and is not in it. If we're already signing with Kevin Hart, like
that is wild right there. Who would have thunk that one? Damn.
I guess I don't know. I guess we're just waiting to see. I think it's just, you know, I think it's just hard for a product like that to come in here and.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to overhype the scenario, but I've kind of purposely like not looked into it just to kind of like when it opens and it happens, I can get like a, you know, it's like you come into a new restaurant instead of like reading about it. When you get there, open the menu. I'll try that.
Yeah.
I know that sounds silly too, but here's the other thing. It makes me think of how many things do they not tell you? Because what was it? Topps Series 1, Series 2, where they had the Kevin Hart's hitting in there, and it wasn't on a checklist or anything.
No,
just nobody noticed except for like, wait,
somebody made a video on it.
Is that a Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
What?
They made like a little Kevin Hart sitting on the edge.
And they were all numbered to whatever he is in height.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's like,
yeah,
I think he's like 5'3", so I think they were all 53
or something like that. Yeah,
4'8", so they're like 48, whatever. But like,
he's not 48.
He's
probably like 5'3".
We'll Google it.
I'm 5'2", so he probably not 4'8". Probably not. My mom's like 4'8", Jerry.
He's 5'5".
There you go.
That's what Google.
First off, you know he's lying on that damn thing too. That's just like all these football guys. They go, "Yeah, I'm 6'6", and you see him walk out, and you're like, "Okay, yeah, he's 6'2", like all day. He's 6'2", but
so
like
it says it lists him anywhere between 5'2" and 5'3".
Yeah.
But for the people in the back, yeah.
So there you go. So, but like I said, that's VeeFriends. Check it out. Coming out next month. Very curious at that. But also speaking of signees, I just saw Travis Hunter sign with Panini. Very now, it might be like some 2-year deal until he get. But I'm like,
Nobody cares.
well, Travis Hunter. That's a big deal. But it's still like, why are you? But and an athlete like him, it's like,
he's
why aren't you
probably
signing
gonna be
with?
he's
Why are you
probably
signing
gonna
with
be Hall of Fame.
Chrome? Why are you signing with Topps? That's the thing.
Hey man, they probably brought that bag, bro.
Man, but for what, 2 years?
They probably brought that bag.
We got like one more year of
I thought it was
football?
April something. Is it this year or next?
Oh my god, is it football? I know basketball is this year. Football might be 2026. So he'll have like this year, and that's it of autos out of him.
Look, I probably will be trying to get one. Probably.
Look, I can see Alabama's old quarterback. I can see him signing Panini. But other than that, I don't know his name. But I know but I know he signed with Panini.
I might be tripping.
And but that was like, yeah, you can sign with Panini. You probably won't be on Chrome. But for somebody that's going to be drafted first round,
yeah,
in the high first rounds, it's like, I don't get why you. I don't know. I don't get why you sign with Panini. You might as well just hop on the bandwagon. Because now we're not gonna get no Bowman U's out of him now. No auto Bowman U's coming up for the next whatever set. We get Prism though, and that's gonna be hot. Prism with
product. Good product.
It's gonna be Prism with his name on it. So I thought that was. I just don't know why athletes are still signing with Panini though.
I mean, take the money and run, but really you're kind of hurting yourself in the long run.
Let me see if this is. Let me see what number deal this is, because it just. Yeah, and it's exclusive. Is that a massive deal?
I mean, he's a massive
he's a massive
prospect, man.
Exactly.
I mean,
no, he's huge. Yeah.
I mean,
you have to throw that bag at him.
Is he Charles Woodson? Go play both sides of the ball. I mean, is he gonna be better than Charles Woodson?
He need to play receiver. He don't need to play.
I mean, he might.
I think Charles Woodson was a better DB than him.
Charles Woodson, Hall of Fame, daggone Supreme DB.
Yeah. But Charles Woodson, he didn't play. No, he don't play DB, right? He didn't play. Did he play receiver in the league?
Some plays.
Okay. Yeah. But he was. Yeah, but he got
a package. Packages.
Okay. Yeah, but I think Travis needs to stick with the receiver aspect of it. I think he's a better receiver than he is a corner. And plus, he's not fast. So that's going to hurt him. I mean, he might have gain speed.
He instinctual.
He is.
Yeah, he's doing it. I think, yeah, man. I don't be prospecting a lot, man, at all. But from what I seen and heard from just legends, they say he the real deal, man. Can't wait to see it.
I mean, I like him, but I'm just saying, I think he just needs to play wide receiver than DB, and I hope he listens. So shout out if you're listening, play wide receiver, don't play DB, because he can't play the man. He has a hard time playing man. So
I don't know, bro. He will make more money probably at receiver.
and receiver.
I give him that, right?
Yeah, and that's a factor too. Yeah, you'll make way more money
Yeah.
at a receiver. So yeah, so that happened right there. But yeah, but back to the also, like I said, what we talked about earlier is the eBay. You buy something on eBay, you hit straight to PSA.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, but I know you don't like that.
I mean,
He don't hate it.
I don't like it because I can't. I
You
want to
can't see the card.
see. Yeah, I gotta see it, man. I gotta make sure it real myself. Vintage stuff. I gotta even smell it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I can smell it. But yeah, man, you gotta check the condition. You know, man, authenticate
Smells
that
like a
thing.
PSA 10.
Well, test.
Authenticate that thing.
That's the old paper you got there.
Hey, man, once you smell it, man, it's gonna be like one of your like top 10 smells of your life.
What?
Like vintage stuff.
What are you doing?
Yeah, vintage.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
chilling.
He's going. No, Amani. He's
Yeah.
going. Oh, it's player
Yeah.
worn.
So yeah, I'll take this like, the 56 out right here.
No more WNBA patches for him.
Jeez.
And that's like
Game use.
you can
Lick
smell
it.
it, man.
Lick it.
Game use.
Yeah. I mean it's I don't know, man.
I mean, I can see with
like
the
it.
vintage. Yeah. I can see with the vintage stuff, but I mean, you're not. But yeah, I mean, you're not buying a Hank Aaron auto
Now, hold
and
on.
sending it.
No, not straight
No.
through PSA.
No.
But I mean, saving for like something modern. I want to make sure ain't nobody's fingerprints is in the middle and then get some PSA 4.
Okay, hold on. I learned this in the Rolex game the other day, but they were talking about faking Rolex cards, and they said the way they were making them seem old and vintage is they would purchase old musty books, and then they would hide like the Rolex papers, like a newer one, inside the book and let it set for a couple days. So when you pulled it out, it had that smell and that must. So obviously, you're looking at an old baseball card, so it's different. But
dang, for real, like the
on
packing
God,
paper or like the little
they said the paper that you get with your Rolex, you just
Right.
stick it in the book, close it up, let it sit for a couple days, and
Damn. I mean,
people
nice and stinky.
people be counterfeiting those. in Rolex.
Bro, the paper by itself is what, Amani, fucking $1,800.
yeah.
I mean,
They be counterfeiting the
What?
pins too. They counterfeit the pins like crazy.
the pins, if you've got a complete booklet, like it's different.
Dude, they counterfeit everything right now. The people that's trading cards, they're counterfeiting. They're being counterfeiting. So watch it.
Hey, but you know what ain't counterfeit though?
What?
This Pokemon Pocket TCG, fucking lit.
First of all, we got to do an update on that.
It's been lit, bro. Minus trading sucks on it still, right? Trading still sucks.
Oh my god. Okay, so, but the thing is, the trading aspect of it. Only thing that sucks on it is that if you're not directly in communication with the person, you have no idea. Because I got sent a trade for somebody I don't know. And then I was like, all right, I guess I just sent them this right here, whatever. And I did the same thing. I just sent some random friend that I had, sent him or whatever. He sent something back. But that's the whole thing. It's like, there has to be some kind of like, oh, I want this for this or something like that. Yeah, you can't. What is that?
No, I'm just being
tried
a
that
jerk.
feature.
I'm being a jerk. I got a buddy who wanted to trade me, and I had 5 of the exact same card he wanted to trade me for, so I was gonna send him that just to be fun.
And even then, but can we trade? We can't. We still can't trade the new sets with the
No.
That's another thing.
Yeah, they fumbled the bag on that pretty hard.
Like it was the whole point.
However, if you were maybe on a Discord and you had cards that other people wanted, people could probably be like, yeah, I mean, you got a Cash App or something.
What is a Facebook group with that? I need to try to find
that. There's a bunch. Yeah, if you were to allegedly Google it.
With like just trading aspects on Facebook groups. I didn't do that, but that's the only thing. I think everything else is everything else is like legit on it. But other than that, it's just me personally, I didn't need the trading.
Yeah, the trading sucks.
Gosh, man. And it's no I don't even think they're fixing it.
Hey man, I'm still on like the elementary side. I'm just picking.
Just
get mine in the morning. Rip pack in the morning, rip one at night, man. Get 2 free packs.
That's all you gotta do. Just keep it up for a while and it'll pay off.
Man.
Just keep doing it.
That's it.
Because like I said, even with this new Pokemon set coming out, I mean, you think it's crazy now. Because you can't find a Pokemon nowhere.
Well, I got some if you need some, but that's a whole different story.
I mean, you know the plug.
Yeah.
you know the plug, but like I said, but the Team Rocket's coming out. The Team Rocket's coming out. You know, like I said, when I think the last show was at and with the flipping stuff, a lot of people were talking about how it's changing the Pokemon. That's what people are saying now. Oh, it's
so
it has been.
It has been.
I don't know. Here's my personal opinion. These individuals have always been in the hobby.
Yep.
In 2019, 2020, it was Prism basketball they were chasing.
Oh yeah.
It's
strong.
It's not necessarily a Pokemon crowd, right? It's just oh my god, PlayStation 5s are out right before Christmas. Nobody can get them. Like it's that exact same
energy.
Yeah, it's the worst part of the hobby. But it's
just the flip energy. Like
just the which is not I'm not hating on anybody's flip, right? I'm 100% for it. But when you see these grown men fighting, and I mean it's multiple videos.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that, like Costco fight and stuff. Like that's crazy,
bro. Man. At a certain point, kids are gonna watch these videos. And obviously, I know I'm over here. I'm the pot calling the kettle black as I'm over here cussing, right? I'm not fighting a grown man over Pokemon. I'm not doing, there's no point. Like, I'll just buy singles and make more money, right?
Yeah.
But it's just, it's gamblers that, you do get a few people that rip it. And those people, I get it, right? But, I don't know. It's just, I remember back in the day, people spending the night in front of a Walmart to go, I was here first for cards.
Damn.
And I was just like,
whoa.
And you think I'm joking. And I'm
talking, that's real. That is real.
Yeah, but I'm talking, bro, this was fucking NBA hoops. We're not even waiting out for I mean, look, bro.
Whatever it was. Especially with the Zion. Whatever Zion was in.
Yeah.
Whatever Zion was in. But it's not even like, even with the Pokemon, listen, these vending machines also, they
Well, okay, so with the vending machines, how that's working is you've just got people following vendors.
That's all.
And honestly, there just needs to be some type of stipulation of like, if you do this, not only are you getting fired, but you're going to owe us money, because you caused us, bad publicity.
Maybe.
Because I can't be a vendor and only load stuff up when Amani's standing right behind me. And it doesn't help if Amani wears a security jacket or some shit like that. And it's like, now
dang,
I will say something that
cold-blooded.
we've seen locally is people trying to like air tag people's car and shit like that. And it's like, yes, sir. And listen, for anybody who is just not from the South, I wouldn't recommend it. And for all the people who are in the South, you should know better, because that's going to get you in a position you don't want to be in.
Yep.
And there's enough very Constitution believing rednecks in our area.
Yeah, everybody's
Pew pew the pit bulls.
Bow, bow, bow.
Everybody's invited to my house.
Does that dog bite? Not me. Not me.
So,
Not me.
So, like I said, get on the Pokemon TCG. Still running strong. I know I'm loading, especially the new set. I gotta keep. I'm breaking them open, trying to get this new set locked in.
People keep picking up full arts right now. Literally, while these fools are chasing new product that's gonna go down, just chase full arts. And God forbid, say you look for something that's really well centered in a set that's famously not centered, and don't be afraid to pay a little high, because this in a PSA 10 is well above what grading and the card would cost me. It's why chase a maybe when you can get a definite?
Who they need to be looking out for?
Who don't they need to be looking out for? Just chase full art, secret rare. Look it up on TCG Player.
And I think here's the thing is that I think Dragon Ball Z is going to come up, because now, like I said, what was that? Whatever I had that.
But nobody's playing it though.
Nobody's playing it. But
that's the problem.
I think the people that cannot get the Pokemon stuff are coming to Dragon Ball Z, because I don't know. I mean, I just been seeing a lot of Dragon Ball Z sales lately, and it just goes like, okay, this is pretty odd for me to look at sales and going, a lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff that's getting picked off, and I'm just thinking that maybe it's just
well, there is also a lot of content right now being pushed of buy what you like, which is really the wholehearted truth. Honestly, if you are buying what you like and you get stuck with it, you are never going to be brokenhearted.
That's 100%.
Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've had somebody lowball me on something, and I'm literally like, bro, I promise you, I don't mind holding this for a lifetime, because I just buy weird shit that I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could literally set this up forever and not give one fuck. And when I open it back up, I know somebody else is going to pick it up and go, holy shit, these haven't been for sale and for so long. Forever. Yeah, no, I'm looking to sell. I'll take it. Yeah, no argument. Like, I even told Amani, there's been a time when I put stuff out and it didn't bite. I took it down for 2-3 weeks, put it up twice as high, and it sold in a couple days.
Are there one thing on VeerSwap?
The first Charizard with the swirl in the mouth.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I shout out to Andreas. I picked that up for a really great deal. Worked for him, worked for me, and I put it for
Sam?
I know, that's so funny. That's so funny.
So So,
That's hilarious.
hey, listen, that's the inside joke. If you know, you know.
You know, it's funny.
But damn, bro, I was kind of like, damn, why is this not doing good? That swirl looks so good. So I just took it down for a couple days, and I listed it really high on Veriswap, and then I listed it higher on eBay. And somebody just shot me an offer that was about the same as Veriswap price, but a little lower.
Mm.
I said, psh, all day, because it was twice what I was asking before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Duh.
Here's free shipping. I'll throw some extras in.
running. Right.
Oh,
Duh.
hey, hold on. You know what we got to speak about?
Hmm?
Whatnot Card Show 6. What'd you think?
Yeah. So let me just explain this to people, right? Let me just we did a Whatnot Card Show on Saturday, which was amazing, number one. So shout out to them.
Minus the weather outside.
Minus the weather, because it definitely affected me a lot more. But
tornadoes.
I'm gonna just say this is that we know that it's not a physical card show. We know that you can't buy, sell, trade. We all know that. There's a lot of people out here that goes, well, you know, it's not a.
It's not a
show.
physical card show. How could you call it a card show?
We all know that. So you put that out there right now.
It's on a phone. It's not a card show.
What's in the name?
Like even with the stuff that they sent us, with the board and the stand and everything, I was like, oh yeah, dude. I was like, this is perfect. I had definitely good time. Like I said, especially when my lights wasn't flickering on and off. But other than that, and in the middle of a tornado too. But like I said, other than that, I like I said, especially with the hype videos and stuff that I did and all that, it was definitely exciting.
It was. I enjoyed watching both of y'all show. Spent some time with Amani when he got on. Then I went over to Jerry. Like I was like really rooting for you, Jerry. Rooting for somebody to pull.
Yeah, explain it.
You can tell him what you were trying to get him to pull.
So my show I felt like was super successful. So I stole Amani's idea, hype video, 100%. You've got to rock it. And shout out to Whatnot. They actually sent us a link for Canva to where we had templates. Dog. That was so clutch to be able to click an email, insert my picture, and just hit download.
Oh,
yeah.
And it was crazy because I'm like looking at Cards HQ and all these other big breakers that are in this. And I'm like, hey, I got that same thumbnail.
Oh.
What's up? Gang, gang, gang.
Oh.
So it was a good intro. Now, me and Amani both kind of ran a test on this one. And so I think previously I did a boost at the beginning of the show. And this time I promoted the entirety of the show.
Yeah, we did this time.
I felt they were both equivalent, and one was significantly more expensive than the other. And the promotion was the significantly more expensive. It was $30 to promote it.
But I feel like the boost did a whole lot better.
I feel like the boost definitely had some juice.
Yes.
But so I ran a really interesting style. I just had the store loaded. I mean, literally, I had like 20 items in the store. And I just said, hey, look, you know, buy it now, best offer. And then I had a bunch of singles, and I had all my stuff set up in stacks of $5 start, $3 start, $1 start. And I just, you know, I had every sport, Pokemon. And, you know, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. The one that just killed it
here we go.
were these dollar packs.
Ooh,
and
talk to him.
So shout out to the homie. I didn't buy a whole table out, but I bought. We broke bread. And so he let me get a really good deal on about 130 or 140 packs. And so I'm an error guy. And I was on the phone with Amani and I said, okay, how do I move something like this? And we kind of just got on the subject of bounties. And one of the things that I thought was interesting is there are error cards that do come out of these packs. Now, how prevalent they are, I couldn't put a number on it, but they exist. You can find them all over eBay in lots of varieties. So I just put out there, I said, hey, it's $1 a pack. You pay shipping, $50 bounty. First person to hit an error. I said first person to hit an error because I had it set up just in case 3 people did it. Because I was like, I was afraid of a scenario where every pack was an error card.
See, that's what I was worried about too.
Right?
The way that you explained it, I thought it was like, oh yeah, all this had like error cards. It was gonna be multiple error cards. I was like,
I thought there was a potential that there could be multiple error cards. So the way I set it up was I said, hey, we could either have 3 winners, one at 30, one at 10, and another at 10. Or if you're the only one, you just get the whole pot. But yeah, I mean, we ripped 55 packs. I mean, it was a great time. Nobody hit the error, but we did have several people hit the big hollows because there are some, like the Gengar out of that is like a $3-4 card, which obviously is not expensive. But in the world of you spent $1 for the pack, okay, you already just paid. Yeah, you just already made money on that pack. So even though you didn't hit the bounty, and I think the Lugia, but the Mewtwo out of that is like another $2 or $3. So it's like, okay, hey. If we hit these top 2, 100% you're Gucci.
Boom.
You don't hit those, thanks for playing. But it was fun.
But did this give you an appreciation for breaking?
I think it gave me more of an appreciation for OBS because if I would have had OBS and a second camera, it would have been way easier.
What? I mean, that probably would. Yeah, no, yeah. And that's 100%. What we learned. We learned the thing.
But so, and this is also the tips and tricks that I kind of wanted to give out, and I actually had brought one of the items that did not sell, but so on all of my cards that were rare, like on this one, for instance, this card is numbered to 79. This woman's number is number 7. So I wrote on the top of the not penny sleeve, but the top loader. Yeah. So I wrote jersey number and I wrote literally 7 of 79. And as you can turn it over, you can do 70 of 79. The other part as a seller, what I think helped me is I put a number on the back. So I had a price range of what I thought this was worth on a piece of paper. So if somebody brought it up and said, hey, what do you want on this? And I go, hey, I'm thinking somewhere between here and there. And I sold stuff out of the store. I mean, literally, I had a slab up for $15 and somebody was like, would you do $13.75? Yes, my guy. Except, hold on, you're paying the shipping? Yes, except. Because I'm sitting there thinking, bro, I think I paid like $5 for that slab, like $7.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Yabo had to I had to block people also.
Oh my! First off,
it was wild.
Me too.
Not as wild as Jerry's though, but it was something in there. That
I missed
like,
that. I missed that.
Yeah, it was something in there. I had to go. No, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, I had something the exact same thing happen. I was running some Prism. Somebody kind of led to an insinuation because I was.
So, you want me to say it? So
that would help me out a ton.
I got you. So, basically, Jerry was running Prism Black, right? And so when Jerry was running Prism Black, somebody went on there and was like something about, I need to get a
Yeah,
worker for the farm and all
No,
this.
no. It started
the-
with, do you have more blacks?
More blacks. You got any more blacks?
Which
than you got?
I think I did run like, I want to say I ran at least one or two, maybe, because
Yeah,
I had picked up
Mhm.
some stuff,
you were
right?
saying you need some more blacks. You got some more blacks for me
Mm-hmm.
and everything.
And then it said something about a farm, and at that point, I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
we,
Oh no,
we gotta squash that.
Jay's
Got
like,
to go.
You got to go.
So
Man, internet be making folks
we
bold,
are
man.
saying if anybody wants to jump on to be a moderator, we are looking.
Yeah, especially running these long.
I should have been a moderator for you guys. I was on.
Dog, it was 3 hours. Somebody's for real
should've
gonna want to be
been on.
paid. You know what I mean?
I was like, especially with us doing the promotion, we got more eyes on us.
oh yeah.
And it was coming in. Like I said, I was running some WNBA stuff, boy. They was
Yeah.
giving it.
Bro, and everything Amani didn't have for WNBA, a lot of those people came to mine. And bro, I was just like, we're starting dollar stars, WNBA, and
Woo.
Yeah. Getting it.
Feasting.
I said, geez, they out here they out here. Well, these little kids out here with no jobs just talking crazy. That's all that
crazy
was.
as
That's all
fuck,
that
bro. I was like, we ain't got no time for that.
That's all that was. But yeah, it's like I said, I don't know, I might run. Anyway, I might run something else this week. I still got some stuff left over. I might just run it just to run it. But like I said, stores always open for us. But
I ain't running nothing this week. We're going to the show.
Yeah,
I ain't shipping nothing.
I guess yeah.
We-
That. No,
We're going to Talladega, baby. It's Dega.
I'm just selling all it in Talladega. But here's an interesting thing before we get off is, which I'm thinking about, can Dick's Sporting Goods be like the next collectibles place?
I mean, they're already selling cards there. Why wouldn't we sell sports memorabilia?
I mean, just depending on how much, how broad are you gonna get? Because
What you think? Do you think
Patrick Mahomes jersey, whatever. What do you want?
Or how about this? Do you think they would start grading at Dick's?
I hope I get a 10 because I'm gonna get hurt if I get a PSA 1.
maybe.
If they're grading at Dick's.
Because I was thinking about, because they be selling a lot of cards. Why wouldn't PSA go? We could set up a grading station.
Maybe.
It's just a bad advertisement. That's the only thing, in my opinion.
What? Over at Dick's?
Get your Dick's graded.
Get your graded Dick's.
Get your grades.
I'll probably go.
They're grading at Dick's. All right.
I mean,
to the left.
I mean, that would be about the same as GameStop.
No.
What are you talking about?
GameStop is a lot. I guess just smaller. They have less inventory stuff. Like Dick's just has so
They don't have to
much
have inventory to
stuff.
fucking grade.
Man,
You bring the
yeah.
shit to us.
You bring it to us. You just have a whole this is designated spot. They could just build something, whatever, and then you bring your cars right there.
I mean, yeah, if you just specialize or something, I'm saying if you don't do that and get broad, then they might as well double up their store size if they're gonna be another card shop or something.
No, you don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to. They're not.
No.
They're only selling sealed product.
Yeah, you don't need to. It's the same
It's
thing.
there and gone.
Same thing as GameStop. GameStop is packed in. You don't need a lot of space just to hand off your cards and then whatever.
Yeah, GameStop inventory though, their selection isn't broad.
So
For,
you said
unopened, for wax.
So you saying because
GameStop's have
Dick's,
the ones I've been in.
they sell more variety?
I mean, I mean, they have like shoes and clothes and baseball bats and
Yeah.
hats and sports bras and laces and candy. I
Yeah, but
mean,
but GameStop has,
it's just so
besides the
much.
games, controllers, you know, chargers,
Yeah, it's just like all
DVDs.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just seems more. I don't know, like they have less stuff to worry about. They can focus actually on.
Well, see, that's
They
what I'm
have
saying.
a space to focus on, like
Oh
grading
yeah.
and stuff.
So that's what I'm saying. If you go into Dick's, it's like you have to do a special, build a special, just a car section. You can put that over there on the whatever you walk in. You got baseball and stuff on the left, and whatever.
Mhm.
So you can match that up on the right, or somewhere in the back, or I think they have more space to just go like, okay, this over here is just focused on cards only.
I'm sure they can find some good layout. I mean, the
Yeah,
Dick's Sport Goods store, they're like, there's a nice size. They're like old Kmart size stores. Like,
old
yeah, they're
Kmart
nice
style.
size.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Kmart. Oh,
yeah.
first of all, shout out to Food Lion for coming to Huntsville. Food
Foodland.
Food Land coming to Huntsville.
I was thinking like Food Lion, like shit. That
Is that
motherfucker roars.
Which Jerry
Food Lion?
is food. Is Foodland? Didn't it used to be called Food? I mean, it had to be the same person.
I thought it was
Lion.
Food World back in the day.
I wish it. No. I wish it was Food World. But I love Food World. Let me tell you something.
First off, hold on. Food
Food
World.
Depot? Food
Oh my
World?
god! Hold on,
No,
wait.
Food
No.
World was the original like Home Depot.
Oh
of
my
food. That
God.
shit was lit. You could get a pallet full of shit.
Dude,
they were
they
like,
had-
wait, no, you want a pallet of this? Yeah, come on.
They had the Southern drinks. I used to drink those all the.
Bro, okay.
What,
I'm
the
so old.
Blenheim
I
Gin or
remember the
something?
smell of that place. It smelled like the whole produce section. It just smelled good. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Like, you ever
God.
go into a good produce section at like a farmer's market or something? And you're like, oh, it smells good. Like that was how Food
Yeah.
World was.
Food was legit, man. They just
And then it became the world's best haunted house for us here in Huntsville. And then they tore it down.
Hold on. First of all, let me just say this. Speaking of haunted houses,
Bro, that was the best haunted house.
so I looked up. I saw something like they're doing some kind of picnic or something. Ryan or anyway, something like that. So when I was looking it up, it was something going on, and I was looking up picnic in the park. So with the picnic in the park, I was looking that up, and they had the thread on the top. No, it was Yelp. They had the top places in Huntsville to have a picnic.
Okay.
Jerry, guess what the number one location is on Yelp for the best places to have a picnic in Huntsville, Alabama?
Hit me up. What was it?
Dead Children Playground.
Okay. And for everybody who does not know what Dead Children's Playground is, it quite literally is from like what, the 30s or 40s. It's a playground at the cemetery.
At the cemetery. It has a swing and everything. And so the legend
It's got multiple swings. And no, there's a
yeah.
giant ass cliff where supposedly people have jumped off the fucking cliff to commit suicide.
Yeah.
What?
And yes, and this is called Dead Children's Playground.
Dead Children's Playground.
They said that's the best place to have a picnic.
So, Listen,
you know that's some white people shit. I'm not fucking with
Dude,
it, bro. I'm not fucking with no ghosts. I don't want to hold no lions. Like, I'm good.
I said this.
Hey, no, you can put your head in the mouth. No, bro, I'm good.
So, Gabo, this is
good. Hey, you want to go swim with the sharks? We're just gonna pour fish blood on you. No, bro, I'm good.
I was like, what?
You're in a cage. They can't get you, bitch. That's made of plastic. I'm enough of an engineer to know. No, you're good. Yeah, that's what they told them people on the bottom of the ocean driving that motherfucker with a Xbox PlayStation 2 controller.
Oh yeah, with the submarine.
Hell yeah, fuck that shit. No, I'm good.
You said you can hear the clink, clink.
Bro,
Well,
you know they
Damn.
wanted Mr. Beast on
They
that thing
died
too, and he
bad.
said no.
They
Oh, yeah, I
died
saw that.
bad, man. Mm.
And nobody felt sorry for him. That was so crazy. It was like, oh well, hey, should we went down there. This little scrubbed up dub.
A lot of people, yeah, they didn't.
Like,
Oof.
come on now. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to shout out to Dead Triple. Yeah. So they had Dead Children Playgrounds, the best place in Huntsville to have a picnic. It was number one on Yelp. I said, this cannot be real.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like me going like what 15 years ago. That's me telling, somebody asking me, hey, what's the best place you should go in Huntsville? Oh yeah, just go over a place called Butler Terrace. They have awesome views of the city.
Listen, hold on. Listen, you can hide your kids, you can hide your wife, and if you still get that meme, that's 100% where that was.
Oh, really? What's
Yep.
his name? What's my man name?
Hide
He's
your
famous.
kids, hide your. I don't know what his name was.
You know what? No, it's so crazy. If you look, have you seen him on TikTok, Jerry, in a commercial?
No.
So he's in some kind of like commercials. I was like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Listen, he made so much money. He made so much money and he spent it all. It was so crazy. The amount of money he made was crazy.
I'm glad.
Crazy.
I'm glad.
No, it's all gone now, so you can't be that glad.
Yeah,
I ain't glad at him, but I ain't mad at him.
You talking about somebody that had his 15 minutes of fame? I'm like, yeah, Lee. He came back and like drove school buses and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Antoine Dobson, right?
That's what it was.
I think it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He put Huntsville on the map. Shout out to Channel 48 News, jeez, for just running with it. Like
we were the one to bring you. Hide your wife, hide your kids.
But look, there's another one. There's another video also that made famous was the Gunneville, and so.
Oh my God! What? Walking my ass from.
What was?
No, hold on. And then we had the. Do you remember the little old lady? It was the little black lady, and they were shooting somebody. And she's like, "I got down on the ground and I was crawling bear style."
Oh no!
I just crawled out of there.
When we go,
you're not gonna have me stay in that thing.
I think next time we go live on Sunday, I gotta play that.
Hey, we had hold on. Shout out first off for everybody who's listening this far. We had the leprechauns. You remember?
No, that was Mobile.
Okay, hold on. No, that's still Alabama.
They're still Alabama.
Yeah.
And they had the drawing.
They got there's a leprechaun in that tree, man. I see the leprechaun, and then the guy had the leprechaun flute. That was the PVC
too. I just want to know where the gold at.
Gold. Oh man, that was so hilarious, man. I remember listening. When that whole Antoine Dodson thing happened, boy, I remember exactly where I was at. I was like, I just heard the song. I was like, yeah, this guy from Huntsville. I said, for what? Yeah, it was like, yeah, hide your kids, hide your wife. I said, what? And then people was calling me all over the country.
Right.
Said, yeah, do you know this guy?
Do you know this guy? And every time I traveled, that's when I was traveling heavy.
Oh my God, forever. You'd be like, yeah, I'm from Alabama. They'd be like, hide your kids, hide your wife. And be like, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Sweet home Alabama. No,
oh my gosh, that was like the fun. Like they just knew.
It was
hide your kids, hide your wife. Anyway,
it was terrible. Hey, that's the name of the episode.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
100%.
We can do that. Ain't no problem with
hey.
that. We can do that. We can do that. I ain't got a problem with that.
Listen, I got the cap cut running right now.
Shout out.
I got the Canva running right now. You want to end it here?
Yeah, we can end it here, man. Yo, listen, follow us everywhere.
iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music. Like, follow, share,
That was
subscribe.
podcast.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
How's your kids? How's your wife?
We out this bitch. Peace.
Yay, bro!